Hey everyone, good morning. I wanted to hop on and do my makeup routine with a variety of different products. I still have some beauty counter things that are in my stash, and because I don't want to just overconsume, I'm using up what I have, but I am adding some new products that I wanted to share with you and I wanted to show you because I think they're beautiful. I'm very excited about them. So I'm just going to do my normal daily routine for makeup. I'm a very natural looking makeup type of person. I am typically in like a workout attire. If I am going out for date night or something, I may do a, bigger eye, maybe like a more statement eyebrow, and then some, color on my lips. But for every day, I'm wearing a tinted moisturizer or sunscreen, some eye cream, mascara, blush, light eyebrows, and then I will put on some eyeshadow. So let's get started. So like I said, I've not quite swapped out everything. So I'm still using my Beauty Counter Tinted Moisturizer. I'm actually going today to try out a couple of safer brands that I can share with you. But for now, I have this bottle of the Dew Skin, and then I actually have a whole nother bottle. And I'm going to use those while I have them, just so that I'm not being wasteful and also being cognizant of spending money. So this has a tinted moisturizer is, SPF and just a very, very, very lightweight coverage. I don't really use sunscreen on my whole body for various reasons, unless I'm out in the sun for a very long period of time. But I will every day try to wear sunscreen on my face just to help protect and keep the sunspots and the dark spots away, and to obviously help with any sort of like hyperpigmentation or, aging that can happen from the sunlight. Also, I've not yet swapped over my concealer. I am using the Beauty Counter one, although I do have a brand in my arsenal of things that I do like, and I'll actually link that as well. It's the Ilia concealer. I do like that one. I'm just, again, trying to kind of use what I have. I want to make good use of my products and my wallet. So I will do my tinted moisturizer, and then I will do concealer. One little tip that I have always learned or always like implemented from my days with Beauty Counter was that a lot of women will take their concealer and they will bring it all the way out here to like the corner of their face. And you really don't need to do that, because the whole point of concealing is to kind of brighten the area and to kind of cover up anything that you might want to cover up. And so for me, the only reason I'm using an under eye is to brighten the under eye area and to mask my darker circles that sometimes happen. If you bring the concealer far out, it can get settled into your crow's feet, which again, no big deal. But if you care about that, you just really don't need concealer out here, right? You're not concealing anything. You really want to keep the concealer kind of in a V shape or like a diamond shape underneath the eye to keep the brightness there. So that's just a little tidbit. So to use my tinted moisturizer, use my concealer. Now everything else is going to be crunchy product, except for my Ilia mascara, which I love. So first and foremost, I am going to apply the liquid blush. This is the Crunchy Cheek Mate liquid blush. You can see the shade is kind of a really pretty, like light peachy color. This is very similar to a shade that I was currently using or was using with Beauty Counter. This texture is very creamy. It is a liquid, so it's going to be a, more of a wet consistency than a cream blush, but it dries really nicely and it's very easy to apply. So what I do is I just kind of tap it into my skin, and you always want to do the apples of your cheeks and then kind of bring it up. A lot of people will bring it into the hairline to make sure that it looks natural. So you can see just very light, kind of a peachy pink shade. This is shade Guava, if you're looking for a really pretty like natural blush. Another tip is that, you know, powders can be very nice, but as we age, our skin tends to lose elasticity. It tends to lose hydration. And so using cream and liquid products just helps to keep that glow that you have in your skin. A lot of times powder can be mattifying, and as we get older, we don't really want to mattify our face. We want to keep it glowy and dewy looking. So that's just a little tidbit when you're looking at products to maybe lean towards some of those cream or liquid formulations. Okay, so next I am going to do my eyeshadow, and I'm very, very, very excited to share with you that Crunchi has powder eyeshadows, talc free. This is something that we didn't have with Beautycounter for quite some time. And so I am just thrilled to be able to have powders that I can sell and share with you all, because so many people love a powdered eyeshadow. Even me, I liked our cream shadows, but really when I'm just running out the door, I just want to put on like a little bit of color on my my eyelid and be able to go. So this is the Bloom. This is called In Bloom. So you could see it's kind of a really pretty kind of a purpley palette. You could use all 4 of these. Today I'm just going to use this really pretty purple and then this sort of neutrally kind of peachy color. If I were doing date night, I would totally wear this darker shade, and then you could use this gray as an eyeliner. So perfect for somebody who has maybe green or hazel eyes. It would also be really pretty on brown. We do have 2 other color palettes of the eyeshadow, and I am waiting on those to arrive, so I'll be able to share more with you. But because I have green eyes and hazel coloring, I love to wear like a purpley color. So I'm going to just go in. This is the first time I'm using this, so you all are doing this with me. I am going in with this purple shade, very pigmented, and I'm going to just put it all over. It's kind of hard to do on a camera without a mirror, so just bear with me. And these, again, are talc free, so they are not using any talc, which has been known to cause some harm depending on where it's used in the body. That's really pretty. So I put the, actually, I don't know if these, okay, they do. They have names. This one is Lilac. So I just used the lilac, the light purple, all over the lid. And then I'm going to go in with this really pretty sort of peachy shade. It's called Orchid, all over. And these do have some mica in them. There are 2 ways to apply eyeshadow. You can use a brush if you want, or you can use your finger. I'm actually going to use my finger because I was taught by a makeup artist that when you have a mica eyeshadow, that it's really nice to be able to apply it with the finger, and it just deposits the eyeshadow really well. So I'm going to use this really pretty. Oh, it's like actually more of a purpley. I thought it was kind of a peachy. But I am going to apply it all over my lid. And they use sustainably sourced mica, which was also something that we used in Beautycounter. Mica has some dirty secrets in terms of how it is mined, and Beautycounter really wanted to make sure that they were moving forward with sustainably sourced mica. And I love that Crunchi also cares about that, because I want to make sure that what I'm purchasing is, you know, fair and, you know, doesn't have any like child labor involved. So, all right, I've got those 2 colors on. I'm just going to stick with those because today I'm just doing some things, running around the house. But though this is the In Bloom palette, and it's really pretty. I like it so far. So, okay, the next thing that I'm going to do are my eyebrows. So I love an eyebrow pencil. I also do have a gel, but I love a pencil just for like an everyday look. I think it's just, you know, very, very simple and very natural. I use a gel for when I'm going out for like date night or something, but I'm going to use this pencil for everyday use. So First, before I do anything, I'm going to comb my eyebrows, just so that I'm making sure that I'm like applying my eyebrow pencil in the correct way. And then just a tip for when you are applying an eyebrow pencil, you want to just make short hair-like strokes so that they actually mimic the hair. You don't want to draw or trace your eyebrow. It's going to look very unnatural. You just want to fill in the sparse areas and use kind of very short little motions. And then you can add, you can see how it just kind of fills in the brow. This is the Nutra Brow pencil from Crunchy. It is shade 3. And you'll notice that it has a tiny bit of a grayish brown undertone. And that is because with eyebrows, you want a little bit of that, that tone, because your eyebrow hairs are not exactly like your hairs on your head. They have different pigmentation. Sometimes they're lighter, more sparse. So yeah, we're done with that. This is shade 3. I'm happy to help you if you need a shade match for anything. I can certainly help you with this. So just to recap, I have on tinted moisturizer, concealer, a little bit of the cream or liquid blush, the eyeshadow palette, the pencil. Next, I am going to go in with bronzer. This is something that I'm very excited about because we did not have a powder bronzer with Beautycounter, at least not recently. We had one years and years ago. So again, very excited. I actually, like my thumbnail, I dug like a hole in there this morning when I was opening this. It was like a fresh bronzer and I got so excited I like stuck my nail in there. But you'll see it has 2 shades. So it's going to give a very natural looking, bronzed look. It's not going to be harsh. I love that there's the 2 shades to kind of break it up so it's not super brown or like super dark. I'm going to use this big brush that I have. This is actually a powder brush, but this is just how I do it. So you're just going to tap it and you're going to, so you can see it, you're going to apply it to the places where you would naturally get some sun. So for me, that's like on my nose, on my cheekbones, up here, even on the sides. You kind of want to do it where the sun would naturally hit your face. So you just need a little bit. You don't need a lot. You don't want to look super orange. But you can see it just gives like a very nice glow. It's pretty. I am not somebody that typically wears a bunch of bronzer, but the older that I've gotten and I've tried to keep my face out of the sun, I do feel like sometimes I need a little bit of color. So that is the Bronzing Duo, Solarized Bronzing Duo from Crunchy. I like that a lot. There's only 1 shade because it does have the 2 shades that work together. Okay, so 2 products that I'm going to use are mascara and then the lip gloss. So I love the Ilia mascara. This is a product that I used for years and years. I liked the Beautycounter one, but this is the one that I wore daily. The Beautycounter one tended to rub off a little bit on the top of my eyebrow or like my brow bone. And this one doesn't tend to do that. This is the Limitless Lash Mascara. And I always use an eyelash curler. But I've always liked this. It works for me. Mascara is so personal to people. I think that mascara can be kind of tricky because everyone is used to, you know, a formula that they like. There's the brush configuration that people are, you know, kind of picky about. So I honestly think you just have to find a mascara that works for you. Crunchy does have a great clean ingredient one. I may get it at some point, but I really enjoy this Ilia one, and I actually have another one in a box because I want to make sure that I always have it on hand when I ran out. So I probably won't be buying like another brand of mascara, just again to use up what I have and save money for the time being. So Limitless Lash Mascara. It has two, you can see the brush. It has kind of a wider comb, and then it has the littler comb, so you can apply with the littler one, and then you can use the kind of wider one to spread out your lashes. I don't even put mascara on my lower lashes. I only do the upper ones. I'm really liking this eyeshadow though, now that I'm seeing it up close with the mascara. Okay, so we are almost done. The last thing is this crunchy lip oil that I'm going to put on, and I love this because I am not a lipstick person during the day. Like, I don't wear lipstick during the day. I don't even really wear lip gloss. This is very sheer. This kind of reminds me a little bit of the Hyaluronic Lip Balm, but in a gloss or an oil format. It's called Hydra Gloss. This is the shade Ella. So you can see very light pink, almost matches the cream blush. You can tell what I like are those light kind of natural colors. And it's just going to give you a little bit of a shine and a little bit of pigment, but not much. So there we go. This is the Crunchy Gloss in Ella.